Welcome back with Murphy Mac. We are 19 weeks out from my first ever bodybuilding show. So today we got a little shoulder workout for y'all. I'm gonna walk y'all through it, explain to y'all what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. We're gonna hang out for a little bit. Let's go. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off just to get the shoulders loose. We're gonna do a quick little band warm up. I really like to do this on my shoulder day and on my chest day to really loosen up the shoulders. You know, they get kind of tight. So I really like to loosen them up real good for any shoulder day. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and make y'all watch me do all these shoulder exercises. So we're gonna skip through this and we'll see y'all at the first exercise, which is rear delt flies. All right, here we go. We're gonna start it off with some rear delt flies. You know, when I'm working out in my garage, I don't have a functional trainer or like a cable machine. So pretty much everything I do is dumbbells or barbells when I'm in the garage. So we working with dumbbell rear delt flies today. I'm just gonna sit on the end of the bench like this, bend over, and I'm just doing a reverse fly. That's all I'm doing. Now I actually don't prefer these over the cable. I would rather use a functional trainer, do it with the cables, but you gotta do what you gotta do. We're working with what we got. Now right here, I'm just trying to we're gonna do 3 sets. This first set's really just a warm-up set. Get them warmed up, get loosened. I'm probably gonna hit about 20. This is a lighter lighter weight. But on our working sets, we're gonna probably hit 15 reps. Since it's a smaller muscle group, I normally tend to do higher reps for those, so probably get 12 to 15 reps for the other two. Probably get 12 to 15 reps for the other 2 sets. All right, here we go. Set number 2. We're gonna go up 5 pounds on the dumbbells. So we got the 25s now. Nothing too crazy. We'll try to get 15 reps. Now you wanna try not to sway as much as you can. I mean, you will a little bit, but don't like throw your back up like this. Like, don't do this, because then you're just using momentum. So try to keep your chest down. All right, here we go. Last set. Got y'all set up in the back, so you can see me from a different angle here. Yeah, you can see there. Again, I get 15 reps here. A little bit. 3 reps out. Just get 3 reps. Yeah, so some people actually like to do the rear delts on your back day. Today I'm doing shoulders, and my coach has got me doing rear delt flies on my shoulder days, which is fine. I used to do rear delts on my back day just because the way it is, I feel like it's a pulling motion. I know shoulders are technically a pushing motion, but when it comes to rear delts, I really didn't do much specific like rear delt training. I really just kind of trained them on my back day when I did back, because they get hit indirectly when you're doing your back a little bit. So it's whatever. Some people do both. I mean, some people do it one way, some people do it the other. Whatever you prefer. It really don't matter that much. As long as you're hitting them a little bit, you'd be good to go. All right, for this next exercise, we got standing barbell shoulder press. Again, we're working in the garage gym, so we gotta work with what we got. I would prefer to do a seated shoulder press, because sometimes when you're doing standing, you can bring your legs into play, which takes away from your shoulders. So you wanna cut the legs out as much as you can. Although when you do it standing, it does work your core a lot more. So you do get a little benefit of working the abs here when you're doing standing. But just try to take your legs out the best you can. And then at the last few reps, when you need an extra little boost to get the weight up, then you kind of use your legs to give you a little cheat rep at the end, which can be good for some extra stress on the shoulders. So here we go, let's knock it out. Oh, hit my garage door opener. Yeah, that's the only bad thing. I just smacked my garage door opener with the weight. It's all good. So if you're watching this and you've ever done a bodybuilding show, I want you to go ahead, do me a favor. Drop me one piece of advice in the comments below that I need to know before going to my first show. Because for being honest, I have no clue what I'm doing and I'm pretty nervous about it. I really am, but I got a long ways to go to get there, a lot of practice to do, a lot of prep, a lot of posing. So if you got any tips, any tricks, any advice for my first show, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate it. Let's hop into this next set. Added 10 pounds on each side, going up in the weight a little bit. We're gonna aim for 12 reps right here. That was tougher than I thought. I only got 10, but that's good. I want to stay in that 8 to 12 range. That's where I like to stay around. I try to get 12, but if I can't get 12, as long as I get 8 and it was tough, that's good for me. All right, last set here. I'm gonna try to get 10 again. Let's get it. Yeah, that's tough. All right, next up, we got a Y raise. And as you can tell, I'm doing it on an incline bench. So I put the bench on the incline and I'm just gonna raise the dumbbells straight out in front of me. Not to the side, not directly in front of me, but in a Y shape. So I'm here. So this is, I guess you call it a Y raise cable. I normally do it with the cable, the gym, but we're doing dumbbells today. So we're doing a Y dumbbell raise. All right, so we got 20 right there. Again, for the first set, I like to do the first set kind of as like a little warm-up set. So I normally go lighter weight first set, just to really get the muscles loose so I can get a feel for the exercise I'm about to do before I start doing some heavier weight. So that was the 15s. We're gonna go up to the 20s for the first working set. We got 2 working sets. All right, second set, I'm gonna have y'all set up in the back right here so y'all can see it from a different angle. Hopefully this is in the view. So we're just going out at an angle in front of us in the shape of a Y. Try to squeeze at the top. Try to lower the weight down. Don't just let the dumbbells fall straight down. Control them on the way down. All right, that's it. Let's get it. I'm gonna try to get 15 reps here. Next exercise, let's go. I'm about to put y'all on game real quick. So I'm about to show y'all this one quote that basically started all my content creation for me, because I always wanted to create content, but I was always scared to, because you always see the people online they're really good at it. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for a long time. But when I saw this one quote, it really stuck with me, and it stuck with me ever since then. You probably heard me talk about it before, but I wrote it up on my board in my gym just to remind me. And it goes like this: you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So I don't know what it was about this quote in particular, but it just really stuck with me when I saw it. I even have it. It's the background. It's my screensaver on my computer where I do my podcast and everything. So I have it published everywhere just to remind me, hey, I don't have to be great. I just gotta do it. I gotta start somewhere. And one day, y'all just wait, I will be great. So we'll see y'all on the other side when we get great, okay? Thank y'all for tagging along. But back to the workout. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the most famous most famous shoulder workout there is. Y'all should already know what I'm about to say. The lateral raise, either dumbbell or cable lateral raise. It's probably the most popular one, and there's good reason for it. It works very well, and you can train your shoulders a lot doing these. So we're gonna hop out, knock out 3 sets. And so since I'm already kind of warm at this point, I'm not gonna waste a set doing a warm-up set. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop into my working sets. We're gonna get 3 working sets on this one. So let's go. All right, so I got 20 there. So I'm actually gonna go up in weight. I'm gonna go up 5. Those are the 30s. I'm gonna go up to the 35, and we should be able to be in that 12 to 15 range. All right, so I wanna talk to y'all about something real quick. And I mentioned I was doing a bodybuilding show, and I wanna talk about hiring a coach. So I hired a coach to train me for my contest prep. Never done one before, so obviously it's best to get somebody that knows what they're doing. So I hired a coach, and I wanna tell y'all this because I'm gonna tell you that you should hire a coach no matter what your goals are. Bodybuilding show, some kind of sport, endurance training, whatever it is, just general weight loss, muscle building, because they know what they're doing. They're gonna help you get your results faster than if you just try it on your own. Can you do it on your own? Absolutely. I've done it on my own my whole life, and I've gotten pretty good progress, but it took me a long time. I've been working out for 10 years, and I'm only where I'm at today. But if I would have hired a coach, I probably could have progressed a lot quicker, a lot sooner, hiring somebody that knew more than me. So the guy I hired, he's actually an IFBB pro, so obviously he knows a lot more than me. So he's helping me get there quicker and do it the right way instead of trial and error. There's nothing wrong with doing it trial and error. That's the cheaper way. So if you're on a budget, obviously, I get it. It's just gonna take you longer to get where you wanna be. It's gonna take you longer. And knowing what I know now, I wish I would've hired somebody to help me earlier on, because I could have seen a lot more progress earlier on. Am I grateful for learning everything I have learned on my own? Yes, absolutely. I've learned a lot. I'm researching fitness in general all the time. Like, I'm always watching YouTube videos, reading things online, always staying updated. But it took me 10 years when I could have shortened that down to maybe 5 years. So, so I'm just now where I'm at today. But yeah, the reason I'm saying this is, don't hesitate to hire somebody to help you. Don't think that you know what you're doing, or don't think you're just gonna figure it out on your own. I mean, yeah, you can, it's just gonna take you longer. So you're gonna pay in 2 different ways. You're gonna pay with your time, or you're gonna pay with your money. Either one. So if you wanna go the cheap route, you're gonna pay with time, it's just gonna take you longer. You can still get the same results, it just takes longer. Or you can pay with your money, get the same results in a lot shorter period of time, and probably better results, honestly, because you have somebody that knows what they're doing. They've done exactly what you're trying to do, so they can tell you how to do it more efficiently. They can tell you what not to do, and they can tell you what they did that worked for them. So the reason I bring this up is because I got something in the works, so y'all stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's knock out this next set. Woo. All right, last set here. Breaking out the big 40s on this one. Let's get it. Still notice there at the end of my set, I did a few partials. That's because I couldn't get the weight up no more. So instead of just stopping and being done, I knocked out a few partial reps with a little help. Just to get that extra stimulus on the shoulder, just to get that extra little push. I know it wasn't a full rep, but there's actually been a lot of studies coming out lately that shows partials are actually pretty beneficial to help you gain some muscle. So I've been not necessarily on all my sets, but on the last set especially, I like to knock out a few little partials just to give it that extra little push, that extra little oomph. So yeah, that's what I've been doing on my last set. Bro, you just scared the crap out of me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
I said, hey.
I'll have my headphones in. I looked through and I saw your hair, huh?
Bro's in there screaming.
What you mean?
I don't know why he's screaming out.
Like barking?
No.
He does that all the time, just randomly. He's gotten to where he does it when we cook now. I guess because he thinks when we cook, the thing's gonna go off. I don't know. Go get your shoes, boy. Got work to do. All right, next exercise, we got barbell upright rows right here. So on here, what I wanna do is, I'm not gonna get a super narrow grip. I'm actually gonna get a wider grip than normal because upright rows get a bad rep in the fitness world because they put your shoulder in impingement. If you get a wider grip, it keeps your shoulders from getting in that weird place. So what I do is instead of getting narrow grip and bringing it like all the way up, I actually get a little wider grip and I kind of stop right at shoulder height. So let's hop into it. So I'm here, got a little wider grip and I'm just bringing it to here. So about when my elbows are parallel with my shoulders. So here. All right, so we went up on the weight a little bit right here, added 10 pounds each side. We're gonna go for 10 to 12 right here. So we actually got 12 there, and then I pumped out 3 extra ones just to get a few extra. We got one more set. All right, last set, here we go. I got y'all in the back, so we got a little different view this time. All right, so now we're done with the shoulder part of the workout. We're gonna hop into some arms now. I'm actually supposed to be doing a preacher curl here, but I don't have like a preacher curl pad. So we're doing a makeshift preacher curl pad, which I'm using the GHD machine, which this is actually like pretty much like a spider curl what I'm doing right here. So it's a little bit different, but we're gonna make this work instead of a preacher curl. All right, so we got 20 there. All right, so you may be wondering why I'm doing biceps on my shoulder day. Just because the way my coach has my training set up, I'm not doing any biceps on my back day or on like an arms day, which is how you normally would. So this is just how he's got it set up. I'm not doing, since you already kind of work your biceps a lot on back day, he just put them on the next day to hit them separately. So that's why we're gonna end this shoulder workout day with a little bit of biceps. I'm telling you, these spider curls, they're tough. They're a lot tougher than like a normal preacher curl. Oh, and you may be wondering when I'm doing my triceps. I do my triceps on my actual chest day. All right, last set here. We're gonna try to get 15. Now let's hop into preacher curls. I mean, hammer curls, my bad. Last arm exercise, we got dumbbell hammer curls. We're gonna get 3 sets. Let's knock it out. You can do these standing or seated, whatever you wanna do. Just, if you do it standing, make sure you don't swing too much. Don't swing the weight up like that. Don't use all your momentum. At the end, if you wanna get a few extra reps in, it's okay to use your momentum a little bit. But for your first 2 sets, try to stay as upright as possible and only use your biceps when doing this, because that's the whole point of the exercise, to work your biceps. If you're using your momentum, you're not working your biceps to their full potential. And now I done lost count. I have no clue how many I've already done. So Oh well, we're just gonna go until I get tired. So if you ever thought you were gonna come up in my house, don't you dare ever come up in my house, because you have to deal with Grover Man, the most vicious pit bull of them all. Look at this man. That is 60 pounds of pure aggressiveness. Look at that man. He's freaking a beast. Look at him. Look how vicious he looks. You wanna mess with him? Hey boy. Say what up, YouTube. He's nervous. He don't like people all up in his face. This is my buddy though. Don't ever mess with my buddy or I'll have to come get you. That's a good boy. All right, second set. I'm actually gonna keep count this time. Let's knock it out. Come on, take on over. You just one a little bit. You need to ride you. All right, I got a little POV shot set up for y'all. We're gonna use the 40s on the last set. Let's get it. 3. As you'll notice, I used the momentum on those last few reps just to get a few extra reps in, just to tire out the muscle, because that's the last that I'm gonna do. So that's the only reason I was really rocking right there. But yeah, save those for the end of your exercise. All right, last exercise here. We're gonna knock it out with some goblet squats. This is just to hit the legs one time during the week until my next leg day, because it'll be a couple days until my next leg day. So we're just gonna hit 3 sets, goblet squats, just so we don't go a whole week without working the legs again. So here we go. Oh yeah, my dumbbells only go up to 50. So just to make it harder, I'm using this kettlebell. I think this is this is 70-pound kettlebell. So that's what we're using here. And you'll notice I have my heels on a plate, just to raise my heels, put a little more emphasis on the quads. Oh, that didn't sound good. All right, here we go. So you can say, I got 20 the first set. I'm gonna get 20 again just because it's not very much weight. So kind of have to do a little more reps to make up for it. But sorry, I can't really get my whole body in the shot. I don't have much room to work with for the camera right here. But let's knock out 20 real quick. Woo, that was 20. So on these, I don't really go all the way up and stop and all the way down and stop. I wanna make these continuous. So I wanna keep going the whole time. So as soon as I get to the bottom, I'm going back up. As soon as I get to the top, I'm not wasting no time at the top. I'm going straight back down just to keep the emphasis on the quads the whole time. So the whole, sorry, I'm out of breath. Those are kind of hard. So the whole exercise, I got stress on the quads. So I never stop at the top. Normally, like if you're doing a normal squat, you'll stand up, you'll stop for a second, and then you'll do the next rep. Well, on these, you don't want to do that. You want to make it continue. As soon as you get to the bottom, come back up. And as soon as your knees get almost all the way locked out, like don't even lock them all the way out. Just get all the way almost there and then right back into your next rep. So yeah, one more set. Last set right here. We're gonna get 20 again, knock it out, finish strong. Last workout of the day right here. Let's get it. Oh yeah. I get the quads right there, man. Woo. And that's the workout for today, folks. If you want to follow along my journey on my first ever bodybuilding prep, hit the subscribe button for videos every week. So if you've never done a bodybuilding show, or if you're thinking about doing one, I highly recommend follow along my journey so you can see what I did and how I went about it. So you can kind of learn things that you should or should not do when you're going into your first bodybuilding prep. I'm 19 weeks out, Alabama State Championships. I think it's the name of the bodybuilding show. It's in Gadsden, Alabama, August 24th, 2024. So yeah, y'all tune in if you like this kind of content. If you have any suggestions for my first ever show, let me know down below. Also, if you're gonna be at that show, if you're competing and you just so happen to watch this video, let me know so we can link up, we can connect, we can kind of hold each other accountable throughout the prep. It's coming up pretty soon. So yeah, let me know if you're gonna be there. But until then, we'll see y'all next week. Peace, love, protein. We out.